Hello, dear students. How are you today? My name is Marjorie Maltese, and I will be your teacher for 8th grade. Today's topic is reading an anecdote. Let's learn the new vocabulary. She was trying to reach something. They were standing in the street. Sounds were coming from the train. The dog was not crying anymore. Let's repeat. She was trying to reach something. They were standing in the street. Sounds were coming from the train. The dog was not crying anymore. Next. Now we're gonna read the anecdote. My father had an unusual experience at work yesterday. He's a police officer. He saw a group of people. They were standing in the street. They were not talking. They were looking anxiously down at something. A woman was searching on the ground. She was trying to reach something in a train. There was a small dog there. The train was deep and the people couldn't reach the dog. So my father climbed down into the small space. The dog was not crying anymore, but it was still alive. My father carried it out and someone wrapped it in a blanket and took it to a vet. Next. Now we're gonna practice the past progressive in the anecdote. My father had an unusual experience at work yesterday. He's a police officer. He saw a group of people and they were standing in the street. Okay. Number 1. The sentence with the number 1 says, they were standing in the street. So, you need to use were with the pronoun they. They were. Always you do an anecdote in the past. They were standing in the street. They were looking anxiously down at something. It's the same case. That is sentence number 3. They were looking anxiously down at something. But what happened with the number 4? A woman was searching on the ground. This is different because we're not using were, we're using was. So what happened? A woman is she, and with she we use was. A woman was searching on the ground. In the 5, in a sentence with the number 5, she was trying to reach something in a train. Okay, it's the same case as the number 4. We use she. And the last one, with the number 6, the dog was not crying anymore, but it was still alive. In this case, the dog is it. That's why you see was. You always use was in the singular. The dog is like it, so the dog was not crying, and the sentence is negative. Was not crying anymore, but it was still alive. My father carried it out, and someone wrapped it in a blanket and took it to a bed. Okay, next. Now we're gonna practice the reading. You're gonna choose the correct answer, true or false. Number 1. The people were not standing in the street. Number 2. My father is a police officer. Number 3. There was a small dog inside the train. Number 4. The train was deep. Number 5. The dog was not alive. The people were not standing in the street is false. My father is a police officer. Is True. Very good. Excellent. There was a small dog inside the train. True or false? Is true. Wonderful job. The train was deep. True or false? Is true. Excellent job. Okay, number 5. The dog was not alive. It is false. Let's review. The people were not standing in the street. It's false because the people were standing in the street. My father is a police officer. It's true. There was a small dog inside the train. It's true. The train was deep. It is true too. Number 5, the dog was not alive. Is false because the dog was alive. Next. Now, match the anecdote to its picture. Sounds were coming from the train. A woman was searching on the ground. She was trying to read something in a train. Let's see, the dog was not crying anymore. And for number 1, we have the picture where the train is with water. And for picture, for the second sentence, a woman was searching on the ground. She was trying to read something in a train. We have a woman over a train. For the sentence number 3, the dog was not crying anymore. Of course, it's a dog over there. So we match the dog with the sentence. And with the sentence number 4, he saw a group of people. They were standing in the street. And the picture that you select, you can see a lot of people standing in the street. Now, next, we have a homework. And your homework will be write your own anecdote. It can be about a trip or an experience you had before. Use your notebook. Now, you have learned how to write anecdotes and how to read anecdotes. And it was a pleasure to be with you. See you in the next class.